I'm a voice active variety streamer. I also stream on YouTube and Twitch as well. How's everyone doing? Today we're gonna be playing some Love and Deepspace, and I forgot to change the overlay. There you go. Nobody was seeing me. There you go. How are you guys doing? Welcome. Yes, I did not pull for Caleb or any of the other boys. However, Tessa on Discord very generously has allowed me to borrow her account, her whale account, so we can play with the rest of the boys. And yeah, that's kind of what we're doing today. I've also made a pie. Have you ever watched Woody Woodpecker? They talk about like a Scottish butter pie or something like that. And I made that. I made that today. I still haven't, I'm waiting for it to cool because it solidifies. But I'm very excited to try it out. And I'll tell you guys my experiences tomorrow. I was going to tell it today, but it's not ready yet, so it's kind of how it goes. You speak only English on the stream? Eu falo português se quiser, paizão. Eu falo minha live internacional, mas a maior parte é inglês, sim. Hey, Jomi. Hello, Dearsomnia. How you doing as well? Hello, Jada. But that is the plan for today. We're going to be checking out Caleb's painful memories or something like that. Is it painful memories? Actually, I don't remember the kinky one, the BDSM one, the new event one, the one for the new event. We're not going to be gacha pulling, and we are not going to be checking any of the other stuff because we're only here for the day today, because this is not my account. I don't want to mess anything up, so you know. But yeah, thank Thessa in the comments or the chat for being so ever so generous to let us borrow her account. Hello, Zoe. Hello, Alyssa. How you doing as well? Hope you're having a good one too. I hope everyone is having an amazing day so far. If you are here right now, first of all, get yourself something nice to drink, to eat, because we are just getting started. Usually we stream for 2 to 3 hours, so it's good to hydrate, get some Coca-Cola, get some Monster, get some water, get yourself something to snack on, because of which I'm also gonna be posting a video on YouTube today about my opinions on the whole like new Genshin character that got leaked. People are having a lot of thoughts over the new chubby, and I'm gonna use that word very heavily here, chubby character. So you know how I am. So I'm gonna be yapping about that real soon on the video. But it's TLDR. It's just like people are saying that the character is chubby, which is just not. It's just like your average Genshin girl with a little bit more thighs. You know what I mean? It's just that's just not a chubby character, like at all. Like that is not chubby. Like I feel like I'm the one going crazy, and then some side is like, oh, Genshin is finally having some diversity. No, they're not. That is not fucking diversity. And I'm not saying the characters need to be ugly. Of course they need to be appealing, but who doesn't love like a thick, you know what I mean? But that's just, I don't know, dude. I just thought that was weird, and people are being weird. I was like, I'm gonna talk about that. You know how I am. But yeah, that's kind of how it goes. Sorry, what chubbing character? The new one that got leaked, Varessa is the name. I think that's how you pronounce her name, Varessa. But yeah, she's just not chubby. She just looks like every other Genshin character. Anyway, that's what I'm going to be talking about today. After the stream, I'm going to post a video after the stream. So yeah. You know what I mean? Oh no, she's supposed to have 2% body fat instead of 1. They're losing their minds. I don't even think that. I think you're even exaggerating there. 2%, that's too fat. It's just people being weird. You guys know that. Anyway, let's go check it out, shall we? Tainted Cuts. Oh man, this account is, people put the Tessa, you put way too much money on this account. Holy shit. Goddamn, Tessa, that's crazy. Let's get right into the beginning, shall we? I'm kind of anxious now. I don't want to fuck up anything here. All right, let's get started, shall we? The sky is a dull gray. A plastic bag rustles in the wind and dances alone through an empty, abandoned building. Outside is an underdeveloped patch of land. I hold my camera. I'm taking pictures of the bloodstains on the ground. Several of my colleagues from the LCBI are crouched down next to me. They're collecting samples for the analysis. Yeah. Hey, Squishy fam. Hello as well. Tessa that girl. Yeah, Tessa has been going crazy on this account. Thank you very much for borrowing. In the distance, a male colleague crosses the police line. He waves a document around as he turns towards me.
Here's a preliminary autopsy report. We ruled out the possibility of a wild animal attack and confirmed the perpetrator was a predator.
Da-da-da!
I take the document and begin reading through its contents one page at a time. Another predator. That's the 5th case this month. The onset of headaches occurs before I even realize it. The predator is a serious threat to the city. These mutated humans, when in a frenzied state, become extremely aggressive. Their physical conditions, speed and strength far surpass those of normal humans. They really are monsters. Is the victim's identity being confirmed?
He's from the security center. Unfortunately for us, he held a high position, so his personal info is classified. Our colleagues already submitted an investigation approval request.
Hey, Dash, finally made it to a stream. Glad to have you here, my friend.
Glad to have you here. To be processed.
Oh, is it you, Dysomnia? I was wondering because I didn't realize your name, but yes. Apparently she is a whale player, yes. She very much agrees that, at least in the text that she sent. You know what I mean? Although, you know, as long as you're, like, the thing is like, as long as you're, like, responsible and you can afford it, right? Why wouldn't you? You know what I mean? The trouble that I have with Genshin with gacha players is when they go like above where they should, right? They can afford and still be reasonable. Check the victim. Check the nearby residential area for victims' movements and collect the surveillance footage from around the building. Review dashcam recordings from vehicles in the vicinity too. Aside from his personal information, we can investigate other things.
This is an active crime scene.
Hey Zach, how you doing as well?
I'm so sorry, sir. I didn't realize it was you. Go right ahead.
I don't hate the mullets. I know that people have been talking about the mullets. I just wish they've made like something different. I guess they were just really testing the waters. But I wouldn't be surprised if like the next patch they come up with like maybe a side cut or something like that. The commotion behind me takes a turn. A tall, familiar figure stands beyond the police tape, sporting away the credentials. Caleb? What is he doing here? Caleb, wearing a uniform and carrying a file folder, ducks into the police tape and the other people left for him. So he's gonna be like a military guy, still? Like, I get that we're supposed to be cops instead of the hunters. But where's, like, is he the military then? Like the regular military? Not gonna stream well though, I only spend enough to get the card, like one sometimes get a level up pack. I mean, you were the one that calling yourself a whale, not me. You know what I mean? I put $50 and I was like, ooh, $50, that's crazy money. You guys know that dollars to Brazilian reais converts 6 to 1. So you guys understand why I always ask for donations when I'm doing these kinds of streams. We don't need it today, thankfully. You've been very kind to borrow the account. Let me borrow the account. But you know, I mean, I'll still appreciate the donations if people want to drop it, but I'm not going to ask it. You know what I mean? I don't like doing that. The colleagues around me recognize it, lowering their heads and focus on the tasks they talk token.
I heard there was another predator attack.
Hey, Bettina.
I was in the area,
We'll
so I thought I'd check in and see how everyone's doing.
Hairstyles. For sure. Mr. Councilman, I thought you were swamped with work, but you have the time to see us conduct our investigation. As soon as the words leave my mouth, a colleague nudges my arm and shoots me a warning glance. Her eyes scream at me to watch my tongue.
The victim was a government official. It's a sensitive case.
Hey Gothic, how you doing? Happy birthday. I've seen some over-the-top whales while I'm like a lowercase whale. I do not doubt you, my friend. People that like whaling for gacha games. I don't even know how much people get though. That much money. Hey Scarlett, finally watching your stream. Thank you. I do appreciate you being here. If you're watching this on YouTube, however, do leave a like. Doesn't cost you anything, and it does help us show up more on the front page, especially while we're live, but afterwards as well. I know a lot of people watch it in time zones or work or whatever, or just rewatching. They like watching the streams after. You can leave a like, you know, it does help out your favorite streamer. It doesn't cost you anything. Hey Pixelated, thank you so much for the follow. Yeah.
In addition, the predators have been a constant threat to our city's safety for quite some time. The government has always treated this issue with the utmost care.
I wonder if there's gonna be like any differentiations. Pretty much every story, the predators that we were investigating is the boy that we were like talking to, right? I wonder if there's gonna be one that is like, oh, it was actually Silas that the one that, you know what I mean, or like another one, right? Can Magic and Pokemon be considered a gacha game? Technically, actually, I think that's like more of a trading card game. It's like not really gacha. I guess. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. I'm too inexperienced to be able to give like a proper opinion on what counts as like a proper gacha game when it comes to that.
Let me ask a question, Enforcer. Can I get an estimate of how long it will take for the LCBI to solve this case?
I raised my camera once more, trying to find the perfect angle for documenting the crime scene. We're doing our best to move as quickly as possible. Is there a timeline the government is expecting us to meet?
I'm wondering when a certain individual whose life has been nothing but this investigation will finally return home. I have a few more questions.
Hey, you.
Would you mind stepping aside so we can talk privately?
I should have glared at Caleb before giving my camera to another colleague. My colleagues sighed quietly to show their sympathy. Under their watchful eyes, I removed my gloves and followed Caleb into an abandoned building. Ooh. So I'm pretty sure that's him. I'm pretty sure he's the one that killed it, and that's why he's at the crime scene. Caleb and I grew up together. As homeless kids in the southern district, we wandered the streets and shared our hard-earned loaves of bread. We narrowly escaped deaths at the hands of the predators countless times. But as we grew up past diverged, he became the councilman of the city, while I became the enforcer at Lincoln City Bureau Investigation, the LCBI. Our different career paths often put us at odds, professionally speaking. To avoid any unnecessary trouble, we agreed to maintain a professional distance in public. But behind the facade, we have a closer bond. I mean, yeah, it's pretty much the
We
same.
haven't seen each other in ages.
The better the uniform does for
This
us.
is how you greet me?
I like the white uniform more than I like the usual. The gold stands out a lot more with the red. You're interfering in an official investigation right now. Consider yourself lucky I haven't asked for your removal. Besides, I don't even know I was here.
I have my ways of finding out the things I want to know.
I do like how Caleb is always like keeping an eye on the main character. Like making sure that she's alright. If filing a report about the councilman abusing his power do anything?
You might find yourself implicated. After all, you're my closest confidant.
They're always teasing each other, so I love that. I steal a glance at my colleague's outside building. I give Caleb's hand a quick reproachful pinch. Then we agree to actually exchange at work. Why are you breaking the rules again? Only then did Caleb hand me the file he's been holding. Puzzled, I break the seal and pull out a report. It contains the victim's personal information and a detailed record of his recent movements.
The victim often visited a certain club.
Record.
It's possible the attack wasn't random. As you can see, I go out of my way to bring you crucial information. And you still keep me at arm's length.
Yeah, but I don't know how much of that information we can trust, because I'm having the feeling, compared to like the other stories that we had, that he's gonna be the perpetrator, isn't he? Caleb grabs the file and pretends to take it back, but I tighten my grip and refuse to let it go. Oh, okay. Suddenly, he lifts the grip on the file, grasps my arm, and pulls me towards him. His lips are near my ear.
You're awfully good at pretending we're not close. You're coming home for dinner tonight, right? Say yes, and I'll play along.
Basta si Barbeiro pra eu não cair nele. Qual é, velho? O cara tá indo no design australiano, porra. I slightly lift the file folder and wave goodbye. I turn to leave. I'll be working late on the case tonight, so I can't.
Really? Awesome. I heard about this new place that just opened. Oop.
Oh. What is it? Did he pull his clothes? What is it gonna be? I quickly turn around to use the file folder to cover Caleb's mouth. I push him up behind a concrete pillar. Caleb, you... Fine. I'll have dinner with you. Happy? The main character's a lot more skittish on this one, isn't she? The LCBI immediately dispatched a team to investigate the club the victim frequented. To our surprise, the club turned out to be a massive black market. It sold information about the predators. Some rumors claimed the club was connected to the predator of the highest rank. Using his status, he maintained control over this diverse and chaotic underground world. I put down the investigation report. My mind is already racing. Was the victim killed because they learned too much about the predators during this investigation? The predators must be scared about being exposed, so they eliminated the threat. As I look up, I see the clock on the wall. It's already late.
You're still here. You must be exhausted with how you stay up late every night for this case.
Mimsy better move, because if she won't have dinner with him, I will. You guys are crazy. I mean, you know, listen, I'm a softie, but I've always said this, okay? I've always said this. I have a soft spot for childhood friends to lovers, okay? Shut up. Let me be. I like these stories. They I don't know. They scratch an itch in my brain. Okay? Shut up. I have a weak spot for these. I grab my bag and I head towards the stairs. He follows me. He talks incessantly about what he did today. Hey, Bettina. I like that a lot about the parallels to the relationships in the main story. I do like that too. Like, it feels similar while not being just a rehash for the sake of farming money, right? Yeah, of course, they play a lot of the same, but they really like. I'm glad they managed to keep the energy. You know what I mean? That's disappointing. The MC changes personality depending on the love interest. I mean, you know, that's just pretty powerful, of course. You know what I mean? It works best if the main character resonates well with the different types of boys. They're trying to fill a niche after all, so yeah, pretty much for the course. You know what I mean? And reach the ground floor, I noticed the raindrops beyond the glass doors. Didn't even know it started raining.
You've been so focused on work that you didn't notice the weather, huh?
So my morals to Silas and Caleb arrest me now.
We can walk home together.
Oh, come on. You know what? I respect it. I respect the commitment to be like, yeah, I'm down bad. What can you do about it? These anime boys are crazy. Thank you, but that won't be necessary. I quickened my pace and tried to find shelter under the building's eaves. Even though I said no, my colleague is determined. He opened his umbrella. Oh, my Mr. Colleague, I would tread carefully, my friend. Mr. Colleague, you don't even have a profile picture, and that childhood friend, councilman, is a little bit jealous. He gets a little bit yanderish when he's upset. So I'm just saying, I don't think that is worth it. But also, you know, I'm not gonna stop you.
You always go home by yourself.
Caleb is gonna come around and be like, get out of my childhood friend possible situationship. Leave her alone. How much do you want to bet he's gonna show up?
Why don't we take this opportunity?
No need. I have no intention of getting to know you better. Oh yeah. Oh damn.
Look how heavy the rain is. Let me walk you home. It'll be more
Who said she doesn't have an umbrella?
Oh! I knew it. I fucking knew it. I know my love stories. I can predict the shit that's gonna happen, dude. I can predict it. I've read too many. There's Caleb gonna be like, oh, get out of here. She's already spoken for. A shadow falls over me and Caleb appears. He's holding back a black umbrella, wrapping his arms around my shoulders. He stands next to me. I knew it. A hint of a smile plays on his lips as he glances at my colleague before turning to me.
I thought the plan was for me to pick you up. Why are you already out here? It's pouring. I don't want you to catch a cold.
Come on.
And this is your...
colleague. My colleague's confident demeanor crumbles. He awkwardly shifts and clenches his fist.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you'd be here. I was just being a polite coworker.
Oh. He forced himself to smile and backs away from his umbrella. He waves goodbye.
I'll be going now. Good night, you two. Sorry.
Now that annoying colleague is gone, I pat Caleb's arm. He raised an umbrella a little higher. He was actually being a super chill dude. It's just that, you know, the main character has no eyes for him, so he's like kind of like turning it down quite roughly. But he was just being. What do you mean? He was just being nice. You know what I mean? Like he got away with his life. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Considering Caleb's interaction with faceless guys, I'm glad he turned out to be alive at the end of that. Caleb, on the 2 opportunities that he has encountered somebody of the opposite sex, has killed them 2 out of 4 times. So that's a 50-50 chance. You know what I mean? Parallel universe, we hinted at Xavier's branch too. I hook my arm around his and we step out in the ring together.
I said it before, didn't I? You don't need to be polite to guys like that.
you know, I'm not wrong about that. Why'd you pick me up today? Didn't even give me a heads up.
When I saw it was raining, I decided to check in and see if you remembered to bring an umbrella. And the answer was nope. Besides, you're either at the LCBI building or a crime scene.
Parallel universe will hint at Xavier's branch. Don't let him touch his MC hands, or Caleb will. I would. I'll leave it on that. I'll leave it on that. I mean, you know, listen, I have a soft spot for childhood friends to lovers. If anything, I'll tease them a little bit like the other guy did. What was his name? The one that we saw in his debut. That was like a mutual friend of theirs that kept teasing them. I don't remember right now.
If I didn't take the initiative, would we even see each other for 1 second?
Feeling shippish, I tight my grip on Caleb's arm and lean in to whisper. You can see me right now.
Are you trying to sweet talk your way out of this? You'll need to do more than that.
Well then, guess I'll just walk home by myself. I reach for Caleb's umbrella and pretend to take it. Smiling, he passes the umbrella to his other hand and wraps his arm around his shoulders. The rainy night invites an all-encompassing darkness. The street stretches out endlessly into the darkness. You remember when it was raining cats and dogs in the certain district? There were leaks in the temporary shelter, so we had to huddle under the leaves.
I've never forgotten a single thing about you. We don't have to worry about getting caught in the rain now, though.
Raindrop patters against the umbrella. Caleb's warm scent envelops me. My heart begins to race. Oh. I mean, going on the rain together is romantic. You know what I mean? The southern district was never peaceful. As the lawless part of the sinful metropolis, the strong preyed on the weak. Caleb and I were only kids back then. We lived from one meal to the next and never knew when we'd eat again. When the city was in a state of chaos, we were separated. Our lives had changed by the time we reunited. We're no longer lost and alone. Finding our way back to each other feels like a stroke of luck. What Caleb went through during our time apart remains a mystery. He has yet to talk about it. I wonder how I mean, I guess they all turned down to the Predator, so they're like, pretty much their trauma has been just unifying onto we turned into the Wolfie Boys, right?
About the provisions concerning the increased monitoring of predators and the protection of ordinary citizens. Afterward, the councilman refused to answer any questions from reporters. Many doubt his commitment to reform. As rumors about the councilman's uncompromising stance continue to spread,
Rain-soaked
no
boys,
one
no,
knows
that's
for
the
sure
move.
whether he will
I
respond
don't know.
to the mounting
Rain-soaked isn't
pressure
very
from various
romantic.
parties.
Standing under the rain, I think it's romantic. I like the rain, but I don't want to be in the rain. I don't think that's very comfortable. The living room TVs turned to the evening news. The channel is known for somewhat biased commentary on political figures. I'm curled up on the sofa with a plate of fruit. I can hear the shower being turned off from the bathroom. Oh? Caleb walks out, a towel draped over his head and as he dries his wet hair. He didn't hold back. He said you were uncompromising. There's been a flood of negative press about you lately. You hadn't ruffled the feathers of some important birds, right? He walks over to the coffee table and pours a glass of water. Slightly turns his head and meets my gaze. His mouth curls into a faint smile. I mean, you know him.
I'm not
of course
sure
he
when
did.
it comes to other people.
Of course he did. Do you even remember what he was like in the main story? He just, if somebody opposes him, he just fucking bodies people.
I brought her here
That's
so
just
she
like
could relax.
that's just regular Caleb. That's not even like, oh, Megaverse, Wolf, Enhanced Frenzy Caleb. No, Caleb just fucking kills people. Just straight up in the main story. He just fucking, if somebody opposes him as an enemy, he just fucking kills the motherfucker. So like, what did you expect? You know what I mean?
Alas, my good intentions will go unappreciated today.
I stab a piece of fruit with my fork and bring it to Caleb's lips. Romantic. Also, they're a lot more romantic in this like side story, aren't they? They're a lot more like feeding each other, like being like possessive, but also kind of it's literally a situationship, and I kind of fuck with that. What about now? You're still going to sulk? Maybe a few bites will change your mind. A drop of water falls on Caleb's damp hair and lands on my wrist. He glances down and wipes it away with his thumb. I find myself falling away. Have been together since we were kids. We fall in our own rhythm. It's a familiar dance of interactions. I wonder what would have happened if we weren't separated. Or would we have kept our dynamic?
Why'd you do that?
Oh? Caleb seems unfazed by my movement. He withdraws his hand. I was thinking, all of these negative stories about you popped up overnight. Did something happen again that I don't know about?
Well, you could always move in with me. Then you'll never miss a moment of my exciting life.
Oh. Hey, Jade Wes. There's a hint of seriousness in Caleb's expression that caught me off guard. I cannot look at him in the eye. By the way, I can read the YouTube chat as well. I always remember to say this. It doesn't show up on my feed because of the chat. The chat doesn't work with the YouTube feed. But I can read the chat, yes. So just letting you guys know. I'll do it if you're willing to take over my job. The LCBI has been hectic about this new case.
Has there been a breakthrough?
We've just got to the investigation report on the club. It looks like there's a connection between the place and the predators who goes by the name of Perseus. Have you heard of this person before?
Isn't this the LCBI's field of
Would it be a
expertise?
funny joke if we moved together?
How
Just
would
a
I know
joke,
anything
though.
about the predators?
Unless, yeah, he's pretty much like that. He's like, I mean, if you want to live together and like, you know, sleep on the same bed and do lovey-dovey stuff together as a prank, though, it's just like a funny prank. Just, I wouldn't be saying no unless you wanted to, right? Would you want that? I mean, if you don't want to, it's just a funny haha joke, haha. He's always like that. I find that so funny. He's always like playing hot and cold, just waiting to see if she's not gonna say no. He puts down his glass of water and picks up an invitation from the coffee table. It's embossed in gold.
You seem to be busy, huh? Not a lot of free time. I received an invitation to a party. I was wondering if you'd be interested in being my +1.
Could casually ask her to move in. That's just a situationship. I know, right? Is that another event where everyone kisses up to the councilman? Why should a low-ranking enforcer like me be there?
Unfortunate.
Caleb opens the invitation. He steals a glance at me before nonchalant tilting it so I can see the host's name printed on the card. It's from the club we're investigating. Ooh.
Since you're not interested, I guess.
Oh, that's gonna
I'll
be
have to
good
go
for our
by myself.
investigation. Ah, I see. As Caleb starts to put the investigation to the side, I reach out. Getting on my tiptoes, I snatch it from him. I didn't say that. Going with you won't be a bad thing, right? Don't worry. I'll definitely be on time. Caleb pays no attention to my attempt to butter him up. Instead, tussles with my hair.
Now you're trying to charm me.
I like how they're like, I like how much of a goober Caleb is, and then he can also be like this. I like this. This is actually so my shit, because I like this. Like, I don't like the too serious. I think that Silas is cool, but being cool all the time would just be cringe because you cannot be cool in certain situations. Like, it's like trying to get out of one of those like couch on the restaurants where you have to like wiggle and like jump. You know what I mean? You can't be a cool mafia boss doing that kind of situation. You're gonna look like a dork. It's just impossible, right? But Caleb strikes like a good balance because sometimes you'd be like a dumb goober and be like, "Pipsqueak, you're nerd," and then on the others you'd be like, "How could you say that? I mean it every word." You know what I mean? I like that. I like that. That's so my shit. You know what I mean? I like that. Perfectly arranged, vibrant flowers surround an intricately carved fountain. Lush, sculpted shrubs flank the sides to add to the garden's meticulously beauty. Elegantly dressed guests mingle in the garden. They pluck champagne glasses and hors d'oeuvres from the trays of passing waiters. Gotten lucky with a pulse today? No, Emily. Tessa allowed us to borrow her account, and we're looking for her account. You can see that my name is not Slayeness in this. She's just letting me borrow for this specific memory. I'm not gonna mess in anything else because, you know, she's just being kind. Here I thought the councilman was too busy with government affairs. Who knew who was living in the lap of luxury?
I agree that government officials enjoy a few more perks than your average enforcer.
I told you I...
Don't like extra things in your pockets. You're wearing a dress today.
Oh.
There are no pockets.
Oh. Caleb links his arms with mine and carefully lifts the hem of my dress. It's close to touching the ground. Long table drapes and delicate with white gauze are laden with an array of exquisite desserts and drinks. They invite guests to indulge themselves. I take a glass of champagne and raise it to my lips. A young man approaches us and respectfully nods at Caleb. I must be another official, right?
It's been a while since I was transferred, sir. I didn't expect to see you here.
Oh. The young man gaze flickers between Caleb and me. I try to pull my hand away, but Caleb gently presses his palm against mine to keep it in place. I mean, of course you would. Look at him. Hey, Tsukino, how you doing as well? Hope you're having a good day at work, my friend. How you doing, Tsukino? I know you've been busy, don't worry, but glad to have you here, my friend. Always a pleasure. Though, joke's on you, Caleb. Women have built-in pockets. Oh, right. There you go. Sorry.
I just wanted to pay my respects. I hope you have a wonderful evening.
Likewise.
As soon as he's out of hearing range, I look at Caleb and tap his arm. Did you make him think there's something between us on purpose?
What are you talking about? Or would you rather tell me what our relationship is?
Oh? Caleb looks at me with a steady gaze. His words leave me speechless. All of the confusing feelings I've been trying to ignore lately rush to my heart. Let me put my phone to charge. Maybe one chat. Nala has brought me my charger so my phone doesn't go out of battery. Alright. He takes the champagne from my hand and pours it in a nearby ice bucket. Annoyed, I purse my lips and reach for a petite four. It's just champagne. There's nothing wrong with it, right? Caleb ignores the complaint I muttered. I wouldn't be surprised if there's actually
If you really want to define it, then we can start with those days when we struggled to survive in the Southern District. Like
what's it gonna be?
when we first met and were ready to beat each other up over a rotten apple. Or maybe when I shared half of my hard-earned juice with you.
What about the time I saved money to buy you the bread you wanted? And don't forget how I protected you from wrestling a gun away from a predator when we were little. Damn, rough. Caleb's jealous eye. Caleb reaches out and taps my nose. I blink.
Okay. You have the best memory in all of Lincoln. Feel free to try anything that catches your eye.
Hey, Uriel, how much did I lose? Just the first
I need to go out
30
and
minutes?
socialize
So
for
a little bit of it. But not too much. You can always just go back afterwards. Hey, Takalo. Takato. This is it. Looking past Caleb's shoulder, I take note of it. The guest has spotted him. Expected ready to approach him at any given moment.
Entertain yourself for now. And if you decide to snoop around, be careful.
I let go of Caleb's arms. He lifts his champagne glass to discreetly bid me farewell. And he turns and disappears into the crowd. Oh. So what are we gonna do? We're in the club, right? Or is it his place? Remember that I didn't like these fancy gatherings. It didn't make me interact with everyone. I make my way to the dining area and sit down. As I nibble on some petite fours, I scan my surroundings and take in everything. All the waiters emerge from the other side of the garden. My gaze is drawn to the grand castle-like structure that looms in the distance. There might be some valuable intel inside. I pop the last petite four in my mouth and get up. While no one's watching, I walk over to the building. I see. The great hall is adorned with luxurious tapestries. Engaged in lively conversations, small groups of people stand here and there. No one has noticed me. I press on and venture on a seamlessly endless corridor. The chatter from the great hall fades behind me. On either side of the corridor are rooms with doors firmly closed.
Excuse me, are you a guest at tonight's event? I'm afraid this area is the owner's private quarters. I must ask you to head back.
I'm sorry. I made a turn and got lost. I thought this would lead me to an exit. I can feel the waiter's eyes boring holes into my back as I walk away. Not wanting to arouse any more suspicion, I quicken my pace and retreat. I wonder what is gonna happen. Returning to the Great Hall, I take a risk and glance at a waiter who caught me. To my relief, his attention seems to be elsewhere. I'll hit the like before. Thank you. I do appreciate that, my friend. The corridor is hiding something important. As I'm over the ways to return unnoticed, a peculiar scent draws my attention. It's a specialized aerosol designed to expose the predators. I knew it. That it's definitely the champagne. It's definitely the champagne is gonna have like some weird stuff that is gonna expose the predators. I know it. I know it. I know this kind of like story. But yeah. How are you guys enjoying on YouTube and Twitch? What do you guys think of the story? What do you think is gonna happen? And if you've already seen it, don't spoil me, okay? It's illegal, okay? Don't spoil me. But what do you guys think? The people that haven't seen it. You know, knows them tropes. I mean, I like my stories. My body tenses. Years of working with the LCBI has made me all too familiar with this type of spray. Any predators who inhale it will be revealed within minutes. It's a substance that's been under layers and layers of government regulations for years. This isn't an accident. The waiters usher the guards towards the exits. A chaos envelops in the Great Hall. Oh, and Caleb is gonna be the one fighting, right? I take this chance to return to the corridor. A noise from one of the rooms catches my attention. I position myself besides the door. I'll reach for my gun that's concealed under my dress. Also, he did notice that she was having a gun as well. The faint click of a turn-in lock catches my attention. Before I can react, a hand grabs my arms and yanks me into the room. My back is pressed against a warm chest. His hand clamped over my mouth. Darkness floods my vision as my eyes adjust to the dimly lit room. I jab my elbow back, but the attacker anticipates this and grips around me tightens.
Shh. Don't speak.
Caleb? For a split second I freeze, then all the flight in me disappears. I feel Caleb's chest rising and falling against my back. His close proximity makes me aware of his racing heart.
Hurry! Find the predators, now!
Wait, are they looking for him? Then Caleb is... As the adrenaline fends, I notice the heavy breathing near my ear. Cautious, I turn to get a closer look. No way is he gonna be in the BDSM gear! That's so funny. It's the way they make it seem like his clothes just melted. Anything except for the harnesses and the chains. That's kind of hilarious. Caleb, you're a predator? The realization hits me like a bolt of lightning. The spray has been intended to expose the predator's triggered his transformation. Wait, transformation? What are you talking about? They just changed clothes and put like some weird like strap-on things on their head. What are you talking about? Transformations, like magic. It's like I can only imagine now, like a fucking magical girl transformation of like them losing their clothes and like glowing all pink and then just like put on this fucking BDSM outfit. Hey Kashiko, thank you so much for the service. I hope you enjoy an ad-free experience, my friend. Yes, if you subscribe either on YouTube or Twitch, you can watch my stream ads-free for whatever much you want. I think so. I think that's how it works on YouTube at least. So yeah, it's kind of how it goes. I think that's actually how it works. Can somebody confirm me? I actually don't know. But, you know, I'm sorry. I'm new to the whole YouTube streaming. It's only been like less than a month. Right. There's no time for ask questions. The alarm rings through the building. Their walls drown in any chance for an explanation.
Yeah. I'm the club's owner. That infamous predator all of you were whispering about. Are you going to arrest me now?
Caleb attempts to smile. He leans against the wall. His eyes dart around. A mix of emotions betrays his expression. I don't know where the LCBI takes the predators they captured, but it can't be a nice place. I have no idea how Caleb became a predator, but I just can't stand here and let him be killed. The thought of arresting Caleb doesn't even cross my mind. I move to support him, but he gently pushes me away.
I'm not exactly stable right now. Keep your distance.
Footsteps comes to a halt outside the door. Ignoring Caleb's thrusts, I grab his arm and drags him to the window on the other side of the room. I push it open. We'll be caught if we stay. Let's go. Alright. I wonder what's gonna happen. Oh. The SUV races down the road like an arrow that was shot down from a bow. Driving the car, I allowed myself to breathe when the club is behind us.
And here I thought you were gonna slap cuffs on me. Who knew enforcers could play favorites?
That's kind of true, isn't it? You probably know who do to the predators better than me. How could I ever hand you to them? I gulp. I'm torn between the anger and the secrecy of the pain, and he fought out to actually turn him in. Don't lie to me. I want the truth, and I want it now. How did you become a predator? In the back seat, Caleb leans against the door. His hand rests on it. I glance at the rearview mirror and see his expression becomes more somber.
After we were separated that day, one of the predators attacked me.
She's gonna be the favorite.
I thought I was done for. But I survived. The catch was that I became one of them.
He recounts it casually, but I can sense the weight of unspoken pain behind his words. There's a lot he's not saying. My hands tighten on the steering wheel, and a storm of emotions churn inside of me. And this isn't the first time you lost control.
When I first turned, I was in a frenzy for a long time. To keep others safe, I had no choice but to isolate myself. Then I ran into a group of people one day. They weren't predators, but they took me away.
Oh? Did they make you a test subject for research on the predators? I saw cases like these during my time at the LCBI. Someone is always looking to exploit the predators.
After I became the councilman, I tried to track them down. But every lead turned into a dead end.
The whole predator thing is
There's
contagious.
one thing I do
It's like
know,
a
though.
werewolf thing. It's contagious in the sense of like, it's almost like a vampire werewolf. You need to be bitten or like exposed to their virus. But it's not easy to get contaminated. It's easier to die to one of the predators than it is to be contaminated. But it can happen. And you know, it happened to like all three of the boys, right? Silas and Caleb most specifically, like were very similar to this, right?
They implanted something called an activator inside me.
That's also very funny. They just have like a switch. That is also kind of very funny. An activator? Does it keep your frenzy state in check?
Not bad. The activator helps predators like me snap out of it when we go into a
It's literally
frenzy.
like a button. They just like have an off
That
switch.
state, it messes with your head. Everything from back then is a blur. I don't even remember where they put the activator. It's hazy.
Do you want me to
But I do remember bits and pieces.
I mean,
At some point, I fought my way out and escaped.
I mean, I would be so kind as to help you find it. You know what I mean? The one on Zane was right next to his balls. Well, that's kind of funny as well. Having worked with the LCBIs for years, I'm too familiar with what happens when the predators lose control. When Caleb went through all this alone, was it easy as he's managing making it sound? The arsehole for predators. It was meant for you. So,
Correct.
I mean, they wanted to expose Caleb
I
and then like
founded the
ruin his
club.
image, I think.
It was a cover at first.
I see.
A way to blend in and have a
You
legitimate
have
identity,
to
you know?
be in the frenzy for the activator to
But
work?
as the club's reputation grew,
I
it
think
started
the
turning
activator
heads.
is more like they go on
Not
frenzies,
all of them are friendly, in
but
case
the
you were
activator is just a
wondering.
way to control them, pretty much. Guess you can't show up as a councilman for a while, huh? And while the other host is still affecting you. You're being watched. Your home isn't safe anymore. I turn the steering wheel to the right and the tires screech as the car lurches in another direction. Let's go somewhere else. Yeah, they're gonna go to this mall, of course. If someone is targeting Caleb, they probably have his takeout at his place. Going there will be walking right into their hands. A certain district is where the predators gather. That might be the safest place for him right now. It's also where we grew up. Are we gonna go to our childhood place? I wish I had an off switch. I'm not gonna make any comments on that one. Caleb pulls out a small device, his fingers dance across the screen. In an instant, our car, conspicuous as prowling beasts, vanishes and melts seamlessly into a surrounding landscape. We ended up on a derelict street in the certain district. There's a melting pot here, and the winding alleys can be used for cover. We should be safe from any pursuers for now. Puddles of dirty water dot the cracked pavement. Weathered concrete buildings stand next to each other. Their gray appearance is a testament to the passage of time. These structures are like relics that are amongst the oldest in the city. This one has my favorite bad ending. Caleb offers his hand and I take it. With a small howl, we move past the small puddle together. Must have been years since we set foot in this. Oh,
Did you miss it?
I do. You know what I miss the most? The electronic bird we rescued from a dumpster when we were friends. Or kids. As we turned the corner, the sights and the sounds of a bustling marketplace engulf us. I used one of my as my alarm clock. Every morning you'd grumble about how noisy it was. You threatened to throw it away. But you never did.
I think I couldn't part with that noisy bird.
These two are so cute together. I love them so much.
I just couldn't bear to see someone in tears.
I wouldn't have minded after all. I knew someone would be there to comfort me. The street is far from ordinary. You can find daily necessities amongst all the manners of contraband here. Auto bombs, pulse rifles, and signal jammers for sale. We've been gone for years. Now look at this place. They threw a caution to the wind.
All I remember was someone confusing a real gun for a fake. Then she tried to rob me.
No, I mean it worked. He was scared out of his wits. Look over there. They're actually selling predators like merchandise. They even have price tags.
I
find
guess
it funny
I should
that the
consider
clothes are like a
myself lucky I
transformation.
wasn't put up for sale back then.
I would have tried to find you and come back to this place 1,000 times if I had to. Assuming you were sold, I'll find a way to see you again. Hey Lena, how you doing as well, my friend? Caleb tightens his grip on my hand.
Freedom isn't everything to me. Being with you is what matters.
Oh.
After we got separated, I tried to find you.
They're so cute. Even if I didn't say it. I know you looked for me. I was also trying to find you. Caleb gives me a long and meaningful look. Oh? Hey Maluko, how you doing as well, my friend? After walking out of the market all afternoon, we find ourselves in a certain spot as the evening falls. As always, the streets are bathed in a familiar glow on the sunset. At the end of the street stands an abandoned watchtower, a spire partially in the way of the setting sun. Oh, a spire? Is it just me or did the tower look much taller when we were kids? Caleb turns to look at me, then he playfully raises his man to measure my height.
I think it's because you've gotten taller. You're practically a giant compared to back then.
Oh man, he's got to tease us for the size, isn't he? The same can be said about you, thanks to the random compliment. The watchtower stands as the tallest structure in this part of the certain district. It's a top floor that hasn't been abandoned for a long time. Many years ago, the elderly watchtower keeper took us in. We had shelter within these walls and shared a small room in one of the floors. Oh, so that's our place of the chowder that we were going.
When I'm gone, you two should stay here.
Oh? Where are you going? You're not going to stay with us anymore.
I'm going to a place where little ones can't go.
Oh? The streets of the southern district were blanketed in snow that winter. Caleb and I laid the old man to rest. After he passed away, this place became our home. A small bed was right next to the window. Back then, I could see the sky if I looked up. Sometimes I could see Caleb's figure perched on the iron frame outside, just like right now. Oh, that's so cute. When I saw you sitting here all by yourself, I was scared. I thought you were going to leave me behind. I climbed through the window and sit next to Caleb. Is he dying? What's
Really?
happening? No, he's...
Where would I even go?
Turned into this BDSM form, werewolf form. And they're running away from the police pretty much. Maybe you should head to that city across the river. Caleb raises his arms and wraps it around my shoulders as he looks to the opposite shore. Oh.
Do you remember what I told you when you gave me that necklace in this very spot?
The dog tag? Also, we gave it to him this time. It happened after we reunited with each other. I want you to have this necklace. If we're ever separated again for a long time, I'll be able to find you so long as you have this necklace. Doesn't matter how much you might change.
You're giving me a gift and didn't even give me a warning.
It's easy to return the favor. My wish is a simple one. I want us to have a home together. That's all I ask. In this economy? You crazy woman! Do you know how expensive the house market is? For a collar? I'm joking, I'm sorry. Caleb raised his hand, the necklace apple-shaped pendant hanging from his finger. Reflects a soft silver light against the backdrop of a setting sun. The river splits the city in two. Outside is the southern district that's dirty and chaotic. The other side, though, the city, towering skyscrapers and bustling streets. It's as if the sunset prefers that place. Honestly, needing a warning for a gift is so real. I like giving gifts. I don't like receiving them too much. The river under our feet sparkles in the setting sun, just like before we stare at the city before on the opposite shore.
I promise our home will be there.
He's such a cutie as well. He is very much a cutie, isn't he?
I promise our home will be there.
Even though he's talking about the city across the river, Caleb's gaze is fixated on me. It shimmers like the water's surface and reflects emotions in its depths. I appreciate the sentiment, but I can't look back to your own place. All you can do now. Yeah, we're gonna go to ours.
Disappear.
What the fuck are you talking about? Just come to our place.
Let's see what my pursuers do.
No, just you come into my place. What are you talking about? Caleb stands up and holds his hands out for me.
Do you want to check it out?
Oh, isn't it old and abandoned?
Maybe a kind soul stopped by and spruced it up.
Oh, so it's like I follow Caleb's winding staircase at the top of the tower. The bare cement walls are exactly as I remember them. The old, sturdy wooden door hasn't changed either. Oh, I have a feeling a big surprise is waiting for me. Caleb just smiles and nods towards the door. He suddenly urges me to open it, confused yet curious. I do just that. Oh, damn! Damn! Okay, I'm stunned. The interior has been completely transformed. The top floor has been divided into several fully furnished rooms. I stop in my tracks. The widened eyes and I turned Caleb. Damn, that's crazy. Okay. When did you turn this watchtower into this?
You weren't the only one who missed this place.
Oh, Caleb's cot is amazing. It is glory. You're absolutely right. It really feels like a home now. I approach the nearest room and I reach for the doorknob. Before I can turn it, Caleb's hands cover mine. He's standing right behind me, and his face is close to my ear when he leans in.
This room isn't quite finished yet. We'll save it for another time.
It's sweet and kinky at the same time. It is. I mean, just look at his outfit. I turn my head and study his expression. It's your secret base, isn't it?
Sometimes secrets are nothing more than the burdens we carry. And right now, my biggest secret is trying to figure out how to decorate this room.
Oh, hey Tsukiyomi. Caleb's honesty is disarming. I decide to let go of my suspicions.
Why don't we do a trade? I'll show you something I know you'll like instead.
Oh. Caleb takes a step back and picks up a small tablet from a nearby cabinet. His fingers dance across the screen. A soft whirring catches my attention and my eyes try to look for the source of the sound. At the far end of the room, a hidden door slides open. Lights flicker on to reveal an arsenal of weapons. At the back, a sleek new aircraft gleams on a launch pad. It's ready to take the skies at a moment's notice. Caleb, you've been way too busy behind my back. That's kind of true. My fingers... I mean, I suppose he's a commander now, isn't he? My fingers trace to the sleek lines on a new pistol. What I requested from the LCBI, but I never received it.
I think you're upset because I didn't tell you I had your dream gun. I can see the saliva dripping out of your mouth.
Okay, shut the fuck up, you nerd. Didn't you say you would like this place? I should act excited then. I would not to disappoint you. In one swift motion, I pulled the gun to Caleb's forehead. He doesn't even flinch. He smiles across his arm. Tch, can't even scare you anymore. Lame. was such a shithead. We just pulled a gun to his head to try and give him like a little scare. He's like, you're no fun, Caleb. I tossed the gun back to Caleb.
Who says I was scared? Maybe I was
Oh.
just playing along the whole time.
He's such a nerd. Caleb, you're terrible.
How?
Although the MC is
used to
also
be
such a
happy every
dork as
day.
well. They have such...
Those were good times.
They together, they have such a hot dork energy, both of them. They have like the energy of like a really dorky couple that both of them are also like super hot. So they all act like little nerds, but also have like these moments where they're like sexy as fuck, both of them. And I find that, mwah, So good. It's so good, dude. As long as you're by my side, I can be happy as I am right now. Caleb has moved into the watchtower, and I've temporarily relocated there as well. The LCBI's trek down to the club led to the arrest of several predators. They've also quickly identified the true culprit behind the murder. During the day, I continue with... Oh, sorry, my fucking program opened. There you go. During the day, I continue with my usual work of secretly investigating and researching ways to help the predators quickly recover from their frenzied state. At night, I return to the secret base where Caleb waits. Sudden disappearance has thrown the outside world into chaos. There are even rumors that Caleb himself might be a predator, yet Caleb remains unfazed. He often spends time alone in his armory and tinkers with discarded parts. Sometimes a holographic screen shows the news while he busies himself, or with an aloof air he listens to it. We often find ourselves on the bed by the window. My head rests on Caleb's arm. We chat quietly and gaze at the scenery outside it's nighttime. The simple moments of companionship. In my memory, I only experienced them briefly in the distant past I can barely recall. Sometimes I can't help but think these precious moments are like sands in an hourglass. They'll eventually run out. When the day comes, Caleb will have to leave this sanctuary and face the storm outside. Sorry I'm late. Not at all, Casey. Glad to have you here, my friend. Your support is appreciated. If I want to be MC or Caleb? In that hazy state between sleep and being conscious, I hear birds chirping. Their cries drifting from somewhere beyond the edges of my fading dream. As the warmth beneath my fingertips becomes more pronounced, I open my eyes. Caleb's sleeping face is just centimeters away from mine. Oh, look at him being cute. I'll call Caleb a goober to the end of time. No one can stop me. I also do. I know they only called him a goober twice, and he calls us pipsqueak, right? And I just think it's very funny to like be like, you goober like that. I have that one sticker. Where's that like emote? If I could show you the sticker that I have, the Nyla sticker where she's pointing, I'll be like, goober. I love him. He's great. He's very funny. I realize half my body is draped over Caleb's chest, and my palms rest on his collarbone. His eyelashes flutter ever so slightly with every breath he takes. As the reality of opposition sinks in, I don't move in case my breath disrupts this moment. I don't think we were like this when we fell asleep last night. I slowly drift my hand and try to move away, but Caleb is fast asleep and unaware of my movements. His eyelashes are still long as they were when we were kids. Oh? After watching him for a moment, I poke his chin. He doesn't stir. Guess he's out cold. Are we gonna like just fucking... Okay, we're gonna wake him up. Actually, they're just a silly goober. Get your terminology correct. I'm sure. Actually. Fucking nerds. I decide to be more mischievous and tickle him. I finally get a reaction. He stirs, wrapping his arms around me as he rolls over. His chin rests on the top of my head as if he's about to wake up. I quickly close my eyes and pretend to be asleep. A moment passes before Caleb embraces me more tightly. He strokes the back of my head.
You wake me up only to pretend you're asleep?
I didn't wake you up. It was the birds. We're just straight up
Birds aren't that mischievous.
I try to cover Caleb's mouth with my hand, but he softly laughs. He props himself up on his elbow and catches my wrist.
I finally managed to get rid of that electronic bird alarm of yours. And now you've decided to wake me up every morning?
So you still have that grudge against my bird alarm? It wasn't that bad. Our face is so close that our noses are almost touching. His breath is warm against my cheek. In the soft morning light, I can see his fine, delicate hair. Something in the air seems to shift. I acknowledge it, but I don't think about it. Instead, I close my eyes for a moment. I can hear a heart racing. I'm not sure if it's his or mine. Caleb traces a path down my palm, and I notice how his gaze settles on my lips. Will he move closer? It's at this moment I become keenly aware of the secret longing hidden in the depths of my heart. Oh, damn it, man. Caleb slightly lowers his head and nuzzles my cheek. Before you looky. The doggo is being annoying.
It's not annoying. Don't call my baby annoying.
I hold my breath and he only reveals a slight smile before quickly rolling over and burying his face in the pillow.
You know, I miss that electronic bird. At least it had an
So
off
cute and
switch.
domestic together, my heart cannot handle it. You're right. Understanding what he's implying, I blush. I turn to my side and playfully poke his back. I mean, that's not a point of having an electronic bird. Small animals suddenly start to make fuzz that could mean something is off. Should we head to the rooftop and check it out? Oh. This spot is killing me. Jump. Following the sound, we arrive at the watchtower's roof with a spacious terrain awaits. The early morning air is veiled with a thin, gossamer-like mist. At the edge of the terrace, we see a small bird's nest. Inside are a few baby birds hurtling together. They shiver despite their efforts to keep each other warm. The monitors around. I crash down and instantly wrap my shawl around the edge of the nest. Once winter ends, they'll be adults. They'll leave their nests one day and fly off to new places. I got no museum. You think they'll all fly in the same direction when they leave? I mean, yeah, it's supposed to be a metaphor to them, right? Caleb stoops down next to me.
Are you cold?
I might be, yeah. Caleb chuckles softly and hugs me. Oh, they're so cute together, I swear to God, man.
Even if they're separated for a long time, they'll reunite because they choose to remain by each other's side.
Oh, that's actually such a hard line. That's actually such a good line for a romance. Oh no, man. They'll never leave each other in the future.
No matter where they're headed, they'll always fly together. After all,
Oh man,
there will
these stories
always
are so
be one
good.
bird in this world who stands out from the rest.
Oh man,
She's
shut
special.
up. The story's so
She'll be your
good.
one and only choice.
I'm glad they are like more lovey-dovey as well. I know this is supposed to be a one-shot, but man, can they be more lovey-dovey in the main one as well? Oh man. It's just making me upset now that they're not as lovey-dovey like this in the main story. My eyes are looking at the baby birds in the nests, and my mind is thinking about something else. I wonder when Caleb will leave this place.
I'll have to head back soon.
During our time in the watchtower, I knew Caleb has always kept an eye on the events from the outside world. Maybe someone is secretly sending him messages for the news broadcasts, and his ways of staying informed. He's not the kind of bird that would make a permanent nest in a place like this. My body tenses, but I force myself to smile and appear nonchalant. A lot of people are looking for you. They must be losing their minds right now. Oh man.
Everything will be resolved soon.
Oh, damn it, man. Light spills from across the river and bathes the rooftop in a good golden glow. Caleb and I decided to sit down and take in the view. I rest my head on my shoulder and a heaviness settles in my chest. It's time. Caleb must leave this place. I try to reassure myself that it's not too bad. After all, Caleb promised me that he'd always be there for me. Oh, man. I wonder what's gonna be the end. Oh no, man. I readjusted the monotony of going home and I go into work. Caleb still visits me, but we don't return to the watchtower. That's the only real change. It's another late night at the office as I pack up to go home. I find myself glancing out the window. My eyes are drawn to the street below. Across the LCBI building, under the soft glow of the streetlights, sits a black car, a sidelight parked amongst the curb. I make my way downstairs as usual, but I pause at the entrance. But after hesitating for a moment, I decided to approach the car. I don't play ads go off, everybody. I mean, you're having the experience along together, Alina. You know what I mean? If you don't have this memory or you don't play lads, you can always watch with us and we'll play together, you know? And I still love his English VA so much. I like the English version because I can understand it better. You know what I mean? Tonality, all that stuff. I opened the door and expected Caleb's still in the backseat. He's engrossed with the data only he can understand on the tablet. You're here whenever I work late. Aren't you tired? And you're always right on time too. Don't tell me you have an insider on the LCBI building.
Don't worry.
I'm worried.
You're my one and only
story's too
insider at the
chill.
LCBI.
The story's too chill, and I'm worried what's
I'm
gonna
just doing
when it's
my
gonna go
part
to
to make
shit.
sure there aren't
Basically,
any more annoying coworkers when I'm not around.
ever since Caleb returned to his government job, his political climate has become ruthless. The power struggle between opposing factions is playing out behind the scenes. You're so keen on handling my affairs. What about yours? Caleb remains silent. The car engine starts and we slowly begin to cruise through the streets at midnight.
I just wanted to see you.
You can do that whenever you want.
The people behind the aerosol attack at the club are trying to take me down. They'll stop at nothing to seize power.
I'm completely in the dark about your plans. And what are you going for, Caleb? If only...
Do you want us to keep living like this?
Caleb cuts me off. As we drive, the street light flickers. His profile shifts between the light and the shadow. You already know my wish.
Our little chess game has reached the final round.
But you only keep facing new threats because of them, right? Answer me, Caleb.
Yes.
Oh man. Oh man, I don't like his face. He's worried. Caleb reaches across the space between us. He tries to hold my hand, but I move away. His lips form a thin line with the resignation and determination mixed on his face. He tries again. Our fingers intertwine his firm grip. Caleb's omitting a lot of information. In that case, I'll have to uncover the truth on my own. Of all those weapons that Caleb spaced in the watchtower, maybe there's more to it. More than meets the eye. I visited almost every place except for that room. I never opened the door to it. Oh, that's gonna be the thing where the thing happens, right? It's been a while since I set foot in the watchtower. Everything is exactly as we left it. For a split second, I have this absurd notion that if I push the door open, Caleb will be waiting for me. I approach the room he never let me enter. I only want to see if the door is locked, but to my surprise, it opens. Oh? As soon as I look inside, I freeze. One of the walls is covered in a wide array of screens for surveillance cameras. I recognize several of the locations on display. The streets outside the LCBI building, the office, and the blinking red dot is my current location. No wonder Caleb always knew where I was. How long has this room been here? Why is he doing all of this surveillance anyway? Yeah, that's the yandere kind of side of Caleb that I like. The thing that sends a chill down my spine is the heavy chains on the floor next to the monitors. I pick up the chains and trace the dark red stains that speak of the desperate struggle. I should have known. Caleb is a predator. It's impossible for him not to go into frenzy. He loses all reason when he's in that state. Maybe this is where he confines himself so he doesn't hurt anyone. I take a deep breath and I try to calm my beating heart. Putting down the chains, I notice a notebook on the nearby table. I open it. Hey Kim, how you doing as well? The first words on the page mark my bereft. Long time no see. The injury's dated from several years ago. This was written before I reunited with Caleb. My heart pounds in my chest as I flip the next page. Oh, so he made this.
The LCBI is always busy. She's working late every night.
Oh.
Another late night
given
snack.
her a tracker implant at some point.
She must
Pretty
really
much.
like this place.
That probably means he put a tracker in her body at some point. I mean, he's a yandere. What did you mean? He's especially yandere in this patch, right?
Is she still looking for me? Or did she forget about me?
Oh man.
Now that she's surrounded by other people. I returned to the watchtower today.
Oh man. After I recover from the initial shock, complex emotions watch over me. I quickly close the notebook and dial Caleb's number. Oh? He's really a stalker?
Hello?
Listen, it's a fantasy. I know. Listen. Come at me being like, oh, Kindred, that's a toxic relationship. Do you think that would you like somebody to stalk you? No, you dummy. Yes, this is red flag as a shit. If you find somebody like this in real life, run away, call the police. That's not real life though. That's fantasy. Let me enjoy the fantasy, okay? Just because somebody likes something in fantasy doesn't mean it has to be like good, healthy relationship in real life. No, most people in fantasy are kind of like, you know, a little bit mentally ill. That's okay. I like the mental illness. Let me enjoy the mental illness. Where are you? You dummies, nerds. Being like, Actually, that's not very healthy relationship, is it? The streets are very quiet in the night. I ride my motorcycle to Caleb's apartment. I run my thumb over the notebook's cover one last time before knocking on Caleb's door. We're gonna go back to the watchtower. He's gonna be there, isn't he? Oh no, there he is. And it's actually pretty chill.
Up?
Your things you refuse to tell me about. I had to find these answers for myself. My unwavering gaze is fixated on Caleb. You notice my expression and sees a notebook in my hand. A resigned smile flickers across his face. Oh.
Come in.
Oh man.
I thought we agreed that room was off limits.
Hey, I
told you
stream.
that
How you
secrets
doing
are
as well?
nothing.
If you arrive at the middle of it, if you're arriving just right now, you can always watch the VOD later. The VOD is going to be on YouTube, so you can watch it later if you want to. Don't worry about it. Okay? Also, it's raining a little bit.
But burdens on the heart.
This involves both of us. What gives you the right to keep you in the dark? Oh, sorry. I hit the microphone. I hold up the notebook. If you knew where I was this whole time, why didn't you see me sooner? He wasn't
Wow.
ready.
You saw everything. The surveillance equipment, the chains. I'm a predator now, too.
Caleb is pretty tame. Well,
Back
he's
then,
technically not a
I
yandere.
couldn't trust
so...
myself not to hurt you.
So you made that choice for the both of us. We stand where we are, neither willing to break the stalemate. Then Caleb takes a step towards me. I wouldn't want to date a crime lord in real life. I mean, I'm still romancing Silas. Exactly.
Both of us know this city has no safe haven
I
for the
mean, you know, if he's
predators.
dressed as well as Silas did, maybe I'll take some inspiration. You know what I mean?
To be with you again, I need to secure an unassailable identity.
Oh.
My plan is almost done. But I need to be in the crosshairs. I can't risk dragging you into it. That's why I needed to disappear for a while.
Yeah, I see where he's going. Even if they're separated for a long time, they'll reunite because they chose to remain by each side. No matter where they're headed, they'll always fly together. Or should I believe the Caleb who made those promises or the Caleb standing in front of me? I mean, it's still the same one, right? He's still here.
Pipsqueak.
Honey, I take a step back, but Caleb takes my hand.
Everything you saw was my doing. But I have to ask, will you leave me?
Is my answer that important to you?
It means everything to me.
Then stop doing things that will drive me away. Promise me that you'll stay safe.
I promise I'll stay safe.
No, I don't trust that promise. I gently wrap my arms around Caleb. Caleb, it's not that I'm any good at waiting. I just trust your judgment. Don't keep me waiting for too long. Oh man, they're so cute together. They're so in love together, man. Since that night, Caleb said goodbye to me. His car never appeared outside the LCBI building again. On those rare nights when I worked overtime, I found myself waiting in the vein for the person who would pick me up. The LCBI is as busy as ever. He developed new tracking gadgets that can deter the predators. It leads to the decrease in cases. Caleb always accomplished what he set out to do. I thought that if I trusted him and waited, he would return. Then there's a news report that shakes all of Lincoln. The long-absent consummate is confirmed to be a highly dangerous predator. He's always been assassinated. Rumors circulate through every shadowy corner of the city, and yet I have no way of contacting the person in the eye of the storm. I won't let him disappear from my life. Oh man, I'm glued to the screen. I can't even make commentary. I'm just hooked. A fine layer of dust covers the door for Caleb's apartment. No one has been in this place in quite a long time. I know the passcode, but when I open the door, I'm greeted by silence and floor, with items strewn about. As I step in the room, my foot brushes against the bullet casing. Papers on the sofa and the floor. The bullet is lodged in the wall, and a once pristine white surface is smeared with bloodstains. Can't be. Caleb is a predator. He wouldn't go down that easy. Must have been at the watchtower. If Caleb is injured or going into a frenzy, he'd go there. Yeah, that's what the thing is gonna be. Homie's locked in. What are you talking about? The story's got me hooked. I raced to the watchtower. Standing before me the door, I gripped the handle and pushed it open without hesitation. Oh? The rattling of chains echoes through the room. In front of the screen, Caleb is immobilized with several chains. Slowly raises his head. The muzzle gleams with the silvery sheen of the screen's dim. I haven't seen Caleb's eyes this sharp before. He's injured. Despite the predators having extraordinary heal abilities to trace the blood still stain his arm.
You figured out what happened, didn't you? So why are you here?
I mean, we gotta take care of you, you nerd. You're the last person.
You're the last person who should be in front of me right now.
Oh, what about you? You promised to keep yourself safe. So why did you break your promise? Caleb, you're the one that owes me answers. Hey, yo, calm down, my boy.
Give you an answer
Hey.
to every question.
Stop it. Stop. Gonna get like a spray bottle and be like, no. You're wrong. I'm the only one who has every right to be here right now. Hey. You two put the banhammer down, okay? Caleb struggles before me. His eyes reveal his pain. Yet there's also a dangerous gleam. The chains on his wrists clatter to the ground. A dangerous aura surrounds Caleb. Oh? He slowly approaches me, but the chains drag on the floor. I back away, but deep down I know he would never hurt me. I mean, the main character kind of feels like she wants him to hurt her a little bit.
Leaving is no longer an option.
Hey, yo. Calm down, boy. Hey, yo. I'm not saying no, but goddamn. Put the collar on. Oh. All right.
Scared.
Oh. Yeah, we gotta get the good aimed in.
I said stay away.
Oh. Can I get bitten once? Put the collar on him. Oh. He's controlling himself, right? You're in pain right now, right? The dialogue could have waited a little bit. I just realized women have periods. If I could fight those period cramps of yours, babe. That meme is not mine. I've seen this on Twitter. Okay. Hey, yo, goddamn. Hey, yo, goddamn. When did the Caleb had this much? Goddamn, this man titty. Oh, the necklace I gave you. You're still wearing.
What are you doing?
Okay. Oh. What is like that? This scene is so okay. Can I just say, the Silas one was cool. The Silas one has no bait. The Zane one was like all his like fingers on his leg, right? Putting the necklace on the mouth was just bait for the trailer. They just did this to like bait at the BDSM trailer. There is no reason this main character has been a softie the whole time for him to like treat him like that and like play all rough and shit. That I know they just put this like scene where they put the like collar on his mouth just for the trailer so they could like sell this. I mean,
Initiating
it sold
full body
me,
scan of the target.
but also like, you know, that is so bait for the trailer. Maybe I just can't locate this. Oh man, gameplay. Oh man, I love gameplay. That's real gamer shit. You know what I mean? Rubbing. What nice heart you have, sir. It's so spacious and juicy. Wow. So what is it gonna be? I mean, of course we're gonna, right?
Probing for something.
I mean, I just wanted to make sure, you know. just wanted to make sure, you know. You didn't know I wasn't there. You don't know where the tracker is, do you? You don't know. You do you know? You don't know. Did you know? Just making sure it's not there. The activator behind his ear. Oh.
You approached me first. You walked right into my trap.
Oh, god damn. Turn it off. Oh, so his weak spot is the neck. I mean, I can't say anything. My weak spot is also my
neck. Are you doing this out of pity?
Oh, come on, man.
When this night is over, will you stay with me?
The softy voice. Oh, man. They could have given him a kiss. Come on, Silas had a kiss. Why didn't he have a kiss? This is a one-shot. Let them fucking kiss. I'm so upset right now. I am so fucking upset. Infold! I am so upset right now. Caleb holds me tightly in his arms. I wrap my arms around my back. My arms slowly trace patterns along his spine. We stay like this for feels like an eternity. Then Caleb loosens his grip and nuzzles my cheek.
I'm okay now.
Oh. When the game devs know what the community wants, listen to me. I've said this before and I'll say it again, okay? Ever since the nightly rendezvous, you can go back on that VOD and watch that stream again. I've said this exact same thing. Info knows how to make money. And I have no shame in that. I respect it. I respect them for the commitment, the will to give the community the horny bait that they want. And I am here for it. I'm so down. That's the real gamer shit. They told me you're dead. Someone assassinated you. I saw your blood in your apartment. I thought it was yours.
They were wrong. I promised to come back to you, didn't I?
Man. Hey, Marie.
I won't go down without a fight.
Caleb! No, sorry. Infold! Drop me another memory, and my life is yours. Put that God of War meme. Infold! They were wrong. And Caleb gently opened my hand and pressed it against his cheek. I don't believe that I need to check it myself. Do you have any medicine here? Now that's something for women equality. Hey,
it's in the cabinet
I've said
over
this
there.
plenty of times before. You have videos of me saying, if women can be sussy on the gacha games and the Twitch streams and you know what I mean, like showing their booba off to gain views, then so can men. This is gender equality. Also, my VTuber froze. Damn it, I was trying to be funny. Okay. Yeah, this is real gender equality, okay? This is real gender equality. But I'm just saying, man, I'm here for that gender equality, right? If men can have like thirsty ass gacha games, then so can women. I'm down. I'm here. I'm living the moment, right? I get up and retrieve the first aid kit, and I sit down next to Caleb. His body is marked with several bloody scabs from the chains. As I carefully remove them, I apply medicine to each wound. Don't neglect your injuries just because you're a predator.
You care about me.
I say that for every fandom I'm in,
enough.
honestly. Last two events were like this spicy. Who's gonna be next? Actually, not the last two. The end of the year, and then we had Caleb, which was not spicy, which I like. I don't think that every event should be spicy. I think that there should be like some that are just like lore expansions, right? And then like some one shots, and then like some spice, and then like some casual romance. I'm down for both of them. I like just as much the lore as I do the slice of life, as I do the kinky ass shit that is this event, right? I'm just glad they're doing a little bit of everything, because then people can enjoy. If you don't like this, you can skip it. If you'd like it, you can enjoy it. If you want the lore, you can join. If you don't, you can skip it. You know what I mean? I mean, you can also always watch it here on YouTube. I mean, people like me are always streaming it as well, so you can, enjoy it as well. And as a community, we also like always crowdfund a little bit with like the donations, and we gacha pull together. I know that people like Tess, for example, will be fine to just wail for themselves, but for a lot of people it's kind of expensive, so people can just drop like $5, like a little bit here, and then we can just watch it together like I did, for the last ones, right? Which is also fine, right? Anyway, just
There's so much I need
whatever
to tell
fits your
you.
bill, whatever fits your bill, right? Yeah, I'm not going anywhere. I have all the time in the world.
Back then, I used to love being alone in this room.
Aww. Caleb holds me close as he lifts his head. He stares at the screens at that line in the hall, and he gazes lings on them.
I always wondered what you were doing and what you were thinking. And I was worried.
Aww.
If you ever found out how I
Sounds
kept
so
an eye on
sad.
everything you did for all those years,
The
you leave me without a second thought.
His gaze shifts back to me. The calm surface of his eyes fail to hide the tempest of emotions underneath. What Wherever you want us to go, whatever you want us to do, I'll be here. I'll be there. No questions asked. So instead of watching me from afar, why don't you experience life by my side?
From now on, I'll be by your side every day.
Oh, Caleb's gaze softens. He buries his head in my shoulders and as if he's seeking the certainty of warmth from my embrace.
I already dealt with the assassin who came after me this time. I'll track down all of his accomplices. It's not about sending a message, you know. I won't let any of those insurgents slip through my fingers. And once we leave this room...
Oh man, he's so good.
I'll make your wish come true.
The home I want is the one where we're together. If you leave me behind again, I'll lock you up here myself.
Do whatever you want with me. But
that is so cute.
let me rest in your arms for now.
Oh, what a banger story, dude. What a banger story. Oh no, there's still more. We stayed in their room for a long time. And together, Caleb and I wrote down the date in the notebook he used to track my movements. The injury might as well be the last page. Eventually, everything dramatically changed as Caleb predicted. As the councilman, Caleb restructured the city's core leadership and implemented several measures to prevent and reduce the Predator's attacks on civilians. This initiative has become the talk of town, and any doubts about his status as a Predator disappeared like a passing breeze. Has my wish finally come true? Oh.
Are you heading out early today?
I saw your friend again.
Oh.
He's waiting for you outside.
Ooh.
It must be nice to have someone pick you up every day.
He's so cute. The game know what you were doing. Smiling, I say goodbye to my colleagues, grab my bag and I run down the stairs. It rained during the day, so the night air is coated in the scent of the tempered earth. Caleb is standing in the car. As soon as he sees me, he opens the door, get us in. I quickly follow suit. Oh, how cute. You get off to work early, Mr. Councilman. I was planning to go home by myself.
We don't always have free time. Why don't we do something exciting this evening?
Ooh. Are they actually in a relationship this time? Sounds like you already have plans.
There's gonna be a movie tonight. Do you want to watch it with me?
I thought you'd be more grand than that. Is it just a movie, huh?
Yeah, a re-release. When it first came out, I still hadn't found you yet.
Oh, so it's the same thing as Xylus, right? So you watched it alone back then?
Yep. And I thought it was a great film. At the time, I hoped I could watch it again with you. I've been holding on to this wish for so long. Won't you help me make it come true?
It's not like I said no. As we stop at a red light, I gently pat Caleb's hand. In response, he takes mine and tightly holds it. They're so cute together. Oh, as we drive through the streets, I find myself once again surrounded by the familiar sights I passed countless times before. Only with Caleb by my side does this familiar path we used to go home feels like it leads somewhere. And I know that we'll walk down this path together by side, always and forever. Oh. And there you go. That was the memory. That was Caleb's limited banner, wasn't it? What do you guys think of the story? I loved it. What a banging memory, dude. What a banging memory. Like, from the wilds and the turns and everything, and the plot twist as well. I mean, this one was more predictable, but I loved how lovey-dovey they were. Like, so much more than the other ones. So, oh man, dude, I would say this is my second favorite. And you could say all Zane's is better, and you know, if you prefer it. But you know me, I have a thing for childhood friends to lovers. That's my one weak spot, so you know, that's my second favorite for that. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, I'm gonna be posting actually, should I post it right now? Do you guys want a video to watch it on YouTube? If you guys want it, I can post it right now. I was planning to save it for like an hour ago, but if you guys want to, I have a video ready to go off to post it on YouTube. If you guys down, I can post it if you guys want to watch it. It's talking about the new Genshin leaked character and how people did not like it, how she was chubby, and she's not really chubby, plot twist. Well, what do you guys think? Do you guys want me to post that video? Zane was wild. I thought Silas's was now, but I think Caleb might be my favorite. Also, run Raphael's. We'll check Raphael's tomorrow. Also, this Saturday, we got a collab. Me and TB Sky, and we're going to be checking out VTuber designs, and we're going to be analyzing them in the lens of character design. So it's not a critique. It's not going to be a critique of character design. More like, what can we read from these characters? What decisions did they take? And how we would interpret those decisions, right? If we were making that character, how would we go about this, if anything, differently? It's just a conversation. It's just like a cool, like, VTuber conversation for designs and this kind of stuff. What do you guys think? So yeah, don't miss out this Saturday. And if you guys want to, please, if you don't mind, should I post the video now? I'll post the video right now then. I'll post the video right now. Here it is. Let me upload it right now, and I'll do it. Where is it? Schedule. Save and publish. Public. There you go. I published a new video right now. Here it is. I will pin it in the Twitch chat, and on YouTube you can just check it out. It's on my channel. You can just check it out. Here it is. Here you go. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream as well. If you did, feel free to come back tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna be playing some more Love and Deep Space. Again, thank you, Tessa, for the account, for lending us your account so we can check out the memory. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Take care and go check out my video. It's live now on YouTube as well.